fucking on the bus, you know, if the bus goes under the speed limit, it blows up, wow, people die, it matters, it's meaningful, there's a woman on there, romance and shit, wow. But how's that any different from every day when I'm driving the truck at work? Do you know what I mean? Like if I go like a little bit over the speed limit, I lose my license, I lose my job, I can't pay rent, my girlfriend's got to break up with me, I'm smoking meth behind the dumpster. Like we're all in a movie called Slow, but we can't see it.
Jung said that we don't see God because we don't look low enough. So I think God's just another word for meaning or the transcendent or, you know, the point of life or whatever the fuck you want to put on that word. And we don't see that meaningful stuff because we're looking too high up. So sometimes we can think our life isn't as meaningful as it is in the movies, you know, and we're not having that amazing romance scene. We're not having that heroic, you know, save the people scene in our life. And we're like, oh, it's just another fucking Monday. But I actually argue that those mundane day-to-day things, you can actually see a lot of the meaning. For example, making your own sandwich. That sounds mundane. Oh, that's boring, making a sandwich. That's not meaningful. But if you meal prep every day and you make your own sandwiches, you could probably save like $30 a day pretty easily. And then if you do it every day, that's going to become $9,000 in a year. And then over 5 years, that's going to become $45,000. That's going to become a mortgage. That's going to become a family. That's going to become your career and all those milestone achieving moments that you see in the movie. And it's all reflected down in those shitty moments of making your own sandwich. Like that is one of the most heroic things you can do each day is making a sandwich. But a lot of the time, I don't live up to being a sandwich hero. I'm more of a sandwich villain because I don't make my own sandwiches. And so I waste all my money eating food every day. You know, in Back to the Future, the movie where Marty McFly, he starts messing with the path and he's got a photo of his family and his family starts like disappearing. That's what I'm doing with my sandwich villainism. I'm betraying the future. So it's like I'm holding a photo of my future family and they're getting like fatter and dumber and the house behind them is looking shittier because I'm not saving money until eventually the family disappears and it's just me like with a beer gut wearing a singlet sitting on a mattress in a housing commission flat with baked beans built on my wife beater singlet because I'm fucking with the timeline. Like I'm like an evil time traveler, but it's just me in the present fucking up my own future. Like we're all in a time travel adventure movie. But the whole thing about stoicism is trying to stay balanced and on track even when shit goes wrong. Like my girlfriend left me even though I was like trying to do the family 9-to-5 thing and I lost my job even though I was trying really hard at it for just being shit at my job. And it was kind of funny, one day I came to the warehouse where I was meant to stack chairs like in even rows and for some reason I just put the chairs anywhere and I came in one morning and before my boss said hi to me, he's like, oh, come here Shane, see how there's like a stack of chairs there and another one over there and another one over there and how they're not like in a neat order. Kind of reminds me of this video I saw where they give different drugs to spiders and they make like these really fucked up, confused looking spider webs. And then he fired me.
I actually move chairs for a living. So technically I'm a chairman. Do you know what I mean? Like I wish one day when I was stacking the chairs that the chairs would like fall and hit my brain. So I was so dumb I couldn't understand like my life situation. Oh, I'm a chairman. Every company has a chairman, Gary Speed has a chairman. We're just chairman doing good things. Tonight couldn't happen without chairs. Huh? We need chairs. Ryan was talking about being 30 and shit, right? I think Tetris is like life. Do you know what I mean? The game Tetris, right? Because when you're sort of in your 30s, if you fucked up, you're sort of like the third way up that Tetris game, and all like the pieces are there, and you got all these gaps, like the gap on your resume, no savings. Do you know what I mean? No job, no career, right? You got all these gaps because in your 20s you're arrogant, right? In your 20s you're like, I got plenty of room in this Tetris game. You know, like I had every opportunity in life, you know, like I'm a white middle class dude, I was getting like perfect like straight things coming down, didn't even have to spin them around, but I was arrogant. I was like, I'm going to spin the thing and put it that way for no reason. So it's like that, right? And now I'm like all the way up, like just frantically trying to make the pieces fit in. Oh fuck, I'm gonna do it! Right? And then you see like a nice piece that comes along, it's attractive, you get along, it's got a good personality. It's a beautiful piece. But I can't fit into my shitty game. Right? Because I fucked it all up.
There's a good Marcus Aurelius quote about how the older you get, there's less and less probability that you'll be like the next great scientist or the next great athlete or whatever shitty dreams you had. And that a good mental crutch to get over that lamenting about how your life didn't turn out as great as you wanted it to be is to imagine that you've already lived your life and you've died and now you've got this new life and just live the rest of it the best you can. And so what I'm thinking I'm doing is I've tried really hard not to be retarded, and that didn't work out. And so maybe what I got to do, instead of my whole life trying to not be retarded, is to actually embrace my retardation and go full retard. Like they say never to go full retard, but I'm ready to go full retard. Like there's an idea in mythology and even like comic books and religions and stuff that like you use the thing you're weak against to conquer it. Like in Batman, he's scared of bats and so he became Batman. So I'm scared of being retarded, but maybe I can use my retardation to overcome my retardation. And so I invented this new product I think is going to work out really well.
Introducing the latest breakthrough in organizational science, the Fuckwit 5000.
Before the Fuckwit 5000, my life was a total wreck. I'd never be able to pay any bills, I was always late on my rent. I'd end up spending all my money on drugs and strippers, even though I intended not to. But thanks to the Fuckwit 5000, I'm able to remind myself of my own intentions, and I can say my landlord's pretty happy that I got the Fuckwit 5000.
Thanks. This has been a life-changing device. I used to spend hours and hours a day looking at Facebook, but with this device, I'm able to at least look forward, look ahead, and not look at Facebook. Thanks, Fuckwit 5000.
I spent my life sort of thinking that there was no hope for me. But now, thanks to the Dumb Cunt 5000, I've been able to accumulate a small group of friends. In relationships, I would forget to pay attention to other people's needs. And now that I've got a little note, it definitely helps. A lot of people think you might look a bit silly wearing it, but you know what's silly? Not wearing it.
Thanks, Fuckwit 5000. Thank you, Fuckwit 5000. Thank you, Fuckwit 5000. Thank you, Fuckwit 5000.
Order yours today. Warning, the Fuckwit 5000 should not be used while operating heavy machinery. Prolonged use of the Fuckwit 5000 may result in severe sudden eye pain, hazy blurred double vision, macular degeneration, damaged optic nerves and retina detachment. Order yours today.